Hello and welcome to Makeshift Adventures, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I am Joe, your Dungeon Master, guide, and host. Some friends of mine and I wanted to get together and play some D&D, and we figured y'all might want to listen to our fun. Hey gang, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, shoot. Okay. My name is Sky. My character's name is Lacey Ray Zemmel.
Fantastic. EJ, why don't you say hello?
Hi, I'm EJ, and I am Zora Ryzen.
Ryzen. You gotta roll the R.
Ryzen. Yeah, Hyphen!
Awesome. Will, why don't you say hello?
My name's Will, and I play Dirk Stonecutter.
So today we will be embarking on an epic quest through the world of Krynn from the Dragonlance campaign module, Shadows of the Dragon Queen. So let's get to it. Over the past couple of days after receiving the letter about the passing of your old friend Ispin Greenshield, you have each gained passage aboard a small ship headed to Vogler. What is the ship named, guys?
The Titanic.
Nope, that's terrible. Try again. What do you got, Dirk?
The Zephyr.
The Zephyr. Love it. The late summer sun rides low on the horizon behind the Zephyr sailing down the Vingard River. The small, shallow-bottomed boat lists slowly along with the current as it travels toward the fishing village of Vogler. Captain Swain, a human in middling years, with a chin-strap beard and gray around his temples, looks over at his first mate. That would be you, Dirk. And he says, "I'd really rather be hauling goods to market rather than transporting all these travelers, but with the harvests being as rough as they have been this last year, there isn't much work for a trader, even less for a smuggler," he laughs. "What do you make of these passengers, Dirk?" Dirk, describe yourself to the party.
About 4'5", stocky build, big arms, leather armor, an assortment of different tools, and a pack.
And you're a dwarf, I believe, because that'd be pretty short for a human.
Very much a dwarf, yes.
A little stocky for an elf.
Has a full beard except for his chin is shaved, so he just looks like gigantic mutton chops.
Awesome.
Dark brown hair, has a heavy scar over his left side of his face, right around his eye. What I make of these travelers is extra coin. That's what I say.
Fair enough. That inquisitive-looking one from Panthalas probably has a coin or two. EJ, please describe your character.
Let's see here. Standing at about 5'7", a 30-ish-year-old woman with ginger curly hair seems to frame a sharp and thoughtful face.
And what was your name again?
Yeah. Zora Rayner. Ryzen. Sorry, I lied.
Zora Ryzen.
Ryzen, yeah.
Gotcha. And the captain points over towards the other passenger you all have picked up. "What do you think about the young farmer there that wants to be a knight?" Sky, if you could describe your character.
Yeah. So Ray, also about 5'7". She is significantly younger. I think wrote somewhere in the 20s. But she has brown skin covered in freckles and is wearing a chainmail shirt that she seems very proud of, and a little bandana around her neck. She also has red hair. She has a greatsword on her back. She also is carrying a sickle.
A greatsword and a sickle. Love it. Captain Swain, after discussing some of the passengers with you, Dirk, he says, I am sorry to hear about your friend Ispin's passing, but at least you're going to be able to send him off in style during the upcoming Kingfisher Festival. Afraid I don't think this old ship will be making Vogler before nightfall. There is a stop-off up ahead. We can make camp for the night. If you could go ahead and pull the ship around there, Dirk.
Aye, Captain.
the captain, and there's a couple other crewmates he has with him besides first mate Dirk. You guys all kind of get the ship ready. EJ and Sky, Ray and Zora, respectively. Is there anything you'd like to do as far as making camp goes?
Are we staying on the boat for camp?
It looks like the crew is unpacking gear and kind of making a little campsite there on the bank. The ground is pretty flattened. The road runs right by here, so it looks like it's a pretty common stop-off for travelers.
All right. Well, I've got a pretty big pack that's filled with more than enough gear, so I'll go ahead and pick a spot and set my tent up.
All right.
Ray will do the same. She does not have a tent. Pick a little spot, put the bedroll down, add a nice blanket. It'll be fine.
Gotcha. One of the crew members is starting to get the fire together, and make a perception check, everyone.
I got an 11.
18.
18. Ray, you notice, walking up the road towards your camp, an old man in a dusty mouse-colored robe and a bent, big, floppy green hat walking up to the camp.
If it looks like no one else has noticed,
No one has noticed yet.
she will wave in his direction and go, hello, well met.
He says, "Hello, friends. Would you mind if I share your fire for the night? I would gladly exchange a tale for a warm place to rest for the evening. There is safety in numbers during these dark times."
Can we make a roll to try to see if he seems genuine or there's something suspicious? The vibe he's putting off?
Absolutely.
The insight vibe check.
Yep, that would be.
Yes, I would like to vibe check.
Yes, go ahead and roll your insight or vibe check, as we're going to call it now.
Ooh, a 3.
You think it's oddly suspicious that this old man is traveling alone on the road, especially as it's getting towards dusk, and especially since you're only half a day outside of a major town. But he seems to be traveling the opposite direction from town.
As in away from town?
Correct. He says, "Well, if no one has any objections, I think I'll just sit down right here." And he just kind of makes himself comfy on a log, starts taking his hat off and trying to straighten it out and puts it back on.
I think Ray will kind of go, I don't know about all that. Captain?
Captain Swain looks over, sees the old befuddled man who seems to be mumbling to himself. He just kind of shrugs. "Dirk, what do you think?"
He doesn't seem to be harming anybody. I don't see any reason not to take in a traveler who's just looking to rest.
Very well.
I'll keep an eye on him.
I see no trouble with it. What harm can one old man be? Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm going to rest for the evening, as are my crew. I'll be sleeping on the boat. The rest of you going to be just kind of making camp, drifting off to sleep? Going to take any other actions?
Yeah, actually, I'd like to essentially, I don't know, make myself a mug of tea and sit by the fire and look at the old man and go, "Hey, what's your name?"
What is my name?
Oh, no.
Frank Fitzgerald. Fist and... No, that's not it. No, I can't for the life of me remember what my name is.
Did it get stolen by the fairies? Ray says as she sits down, kind of jokingly. This is the joke. But she also then sits down to join the conversation.
He, deadpan, 100% serious, looks at you and goes, "You may very well be correct."
Oh.
Do you have any more of that tea? Could I get a cup?
Yes, I do. I go ahead and I make him a cup of tea and I just
Excellent.
very thoughtfully drink mine.
So, while you're making that tea, as soon as you turn around to give him a cup, you notice the brim of his hat has started to fall, and you hear the sound of snoring from beneath it.
Okay.
He has fallen asleep.
If I kind of gently push his shoulder a little bit, like, "Hey, buddy, did you want your tea?" Does he wake up at all? Is he out?
He seems quite out.
Huh. Well, I hand that cup of tea over to Ray, because you're the closest one.
Sounds great. She will enjoy a cup of tea.
This is happening.
All right, you all enjoy a delightful cup of tea by the fire. Is there anything else you'd like to do before going to sleep?
I think while we're enjoying the tea, Ray's gonna kind of be looking at the guy, taking in like what does he have on him. She's not gonna like rifle through his pockets, but sort of really take some time to look at him because she's not 100% convinced
Okay.
because it seems a little weird to her.
Sure, yeah, no, it's definitely weird. He just seems to be a confused old man wandering down the road. He has an old wooden staff. He has a few little trinkets and baubles kind of hanging off of him. A few pouches.
A staff, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a wizard vibe check?
Yeah, it's he does look wizardly, but like the most confused and worst wizard you've ever met.
I look over at Ray and go, I'm going to sleep with my chainmail on because I don't trust this.
Same.
Yep. And I'll just go ahead and move over to my bedroll because at best, he's just a nice little old man. At worst, a little old man with dementia and the ability to set things on fire.
I was just going to tell a story about how once on my former boat, the Icarus, we had a wizard who blew a hole in the hull and sank the ship. So I'll keep a close eye on this one, just in case he is a wizard.
Of course, of course. Appreciate your diligence.
The rest of the crew you can see is turned. They've turned in for the night. So I take it, Zora, you said you have turned in for the night as well?
I was planning to. Is no one
Okay.
on watch? I'm definitely checking that before I go to bed.
I was going to take watch.
All right, cool. Wake me up if you need to trade out, and then I'll just crawl into my bed, and I'm going to keep my dagger on me.
So will I.
All right, so everyone's going to bed, and Dirk is on watch. You notice the old man stir and sits up and looks at you. He says, too quiet here. I can never sleep when it's quiet. Let me tell you a story. He proceeds, Dirk, to tell you a story. It's a tale of the heroic knight Huma Dragonsbane, who defeated the Queen of Darkness and her dragon hordes long, long ago with the help of the Dragonlances, powerful weapons from the gods of good. As you're listening to this story, you start to feel a little groggy. Make a wisdom save.
You can do it. Believe in the heart of the dice.
17.
Oh, nice. Yep, you start to feel a little groggy, but you're able to, like, ward it off.
Your story's wearing me out, old man. Can we talk about something a little more practical?
Well, certainly. Did I ever tell you about the time that me and a halfling went on a grand adventure to the abyss? And he starts to go into detail about that. Make another wisdom save.
22.
Crushed it. Crushed it. You don't sleep. You just don't sleep.
I mean, yeah. Do you fish?
Do I fish? It's been some time. One time, though, I was sailing with the Minotaurs. And he goes on to tell you a story about he went fishing for a sea serpent with Minotaurs. Roll another wisdom save.
17.
Crushed it
Wow.
again. You keep yawning and coming back.
Can I, like, roll an insight or, something to tell it
Absolutely.
maybe?
His stories
23.
seem to have some sort of supernatural effect on you. At the end of his third story, and you're still awake, he looks at you and goes, well, this is just taking forever. Go to sleep. And you do. Zora,
Yes.
you have an interesting experience overnight. The dream that has been haunting you these past few months returns again. You stand at the center of a forest clearing. Clashing steel echoes from the thicket beyond. As you look around, you realize piles of bodies cover the ground. One of the fallen clutches something against their chest. The object appears to be a round amulet, but you cannot make out the insignia on it. You feel the urge to reach for it, but before you can, the object glows and then flashes with an intense light. You awaken to find your camp has been ransacked. Bits of gear and debris litter the ground. There is no sign of your companions anywhere. You noticed a small trail of clothing and bits of gear leading off through the underbrush to the east.
Well, that's not good.
What would you like to do, Zora?
I would like to look around and make sure that I'm alone.
Okay. Roll an perception check. Or investigation, whichever you prefer.
I think perception is based off my wisdom. Let's do that one, because that's higher. 15?
15. You do not see any sign of your companions anywhere. No footprints or anything. The only noticeable discernible trail is those bits of gear that kind of lead off to the east.
And no sign of anything in the woods around me either?
No sign of a struggle or anything.
Do I have the majority of my stuff?
No, your stuff is missing as well. You're simply in the clothes you were sleeping with and the bedroll you were sleeping on. The rest of your gear is missing.
Nice. I roll up my bed gear. Oh, I don't have my crossbow either?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill somebody. Try to find a big stick and start searching towards the path.
All right. You do locate a large cudgel-like branch and start stomping off through the forest. Following the trail, you eventually do find your traveling pack lying on the ground with a bunch of gear strewn about, as if it's been pilfered through.
All right. Well, I try to gather up as much of that as I can, but I'm not going to carry everybody else's. I'm just going to take mine.
While you're picking up your belongings, you notice a very familiar-looking amulet lying among those items. It appears to be the same amulet from the visions you've been having over the last few months. It's lying face down in the leaves.
I poke it with my stick.
You poke it, nothing happens.
I guess I'm going to go ahead and try and pick it up then.
Sure. As soon as you pick it up, again, just like in the vision, an intense light flashes and the amulet disappears. You feel an intense wave of energy wash over you as a shockwave levels the forest around you. You now sit in the center of a forest clearing that is eerily familiar to the one from your vision. You notice that the clearing has revealed a crumbling stone structure lying among the undergrowth. Its roof pierced by the trunk of an immense tree, but its walls are still mostly intact. A large empty doorframe leads inside.
And I recovered some equipment, but my main weapon is still a stick.
No, you did find your equipment.
Thank God!
It's been jostled through, but you found all your equipment. Yes.
Oh, bless. All right. Well, now I have a crossbow. So ho ho ho. Wow, just like my dream. Is there also going to be bodies everywhere?
You do not see bodies. You do not hear the sound of battle. But the clearing itself is very reminiscent of the vision you've been having over the course of the last few months.
Can I roll a history?
Absolutely.
Okay.
To investigate the ruins there?
Well, hold on, because I have that archaeology background, which makes things even better. It's historical knowledge, so when you enter a ruin or dungeon, you can correctly ascertain its original purpose and determine its builders, as long as it's a known race. I don't know if that means you'll just give it to me, or if that means I have advantage, or however you want to do it.
It means you have the ability to succeed at the check.
Huzzah! I gotta love that. Alright. And so I'll use history for that. 6.
A 6? Is that six on the die or 6 total?
6 total. I don't want to talk about it.
Fantastic. All right.
I hit my head. It was
right. With a history check of 6, you're a little rattled. You're not quite sure what's going on. With a 6, you can decipher that this appears to be old, pre-cataclysm, well before the cataclysm. It does not have any discernible type. It doesn't look to be Elven. It doesn't look to be Dwarven. It doesn't look like it was Solamnic or Istaran. It's just a very old structure that you cannot discern the origin of.
Okay, well, then I'm going to go ahead and move to cautiously approach and investigate.
All right. You cautiously enter this ruin. The tree that was visible from the outside breaks through the roof of the ruin's marble floor and stretches through the collapsed ceiling. Around it, broken statues line the remaining walls. Standing in crumbling alcoves, statues that line this chamber. There's 3 along each wall and then 1 at the far end. Most of the statues are completely obliterated. You can see,
Okay, so it's
you can make out one of them on the left in the middle appears to be a dwarf swinging a hammer above a large anvil. Another one, the third one on the right, is an elven woman sitting beneath a tree surrounded by small forest creatures.
And okay, can I take a closer look at the statues?
Absolutely.
Particularly the dwarven one.
The
'Cause I
dwarven
have-
one? Sure.
Yes.
Make a, do another, either knowledge, history, or religion, whichever you prefer.
We'll do history again. 10?
A 10?
Yeah, I don't.
Wow,
dies
you're
every
nailing
time.
it. With a 10, you can at least get the basics from this one. I mean, this is obviously a depiction of the dwarven forge god, Riorix. You know,
Okay.
he's the god of neutrality and crafting, believed to have crafted the races of dwarves, gnomes, and halflings at the dawn of time.
Okay. The halflings?
Each of those races has their own idea about the origins of all three, but
I see. And so if I go over to the elven one, is it pretty obvious that it's another elven god?
you can roll for it.
I'm gonna roll for it.
That would be another history check.
I'm gonna roll a different die for it. See if I'm betrayed. That's a 14. Thank you. Purple die.
14. All right, much better. You recognize this as a depiction of the goddess Kislev, or Shizlev, depending on who's speaking of her. She is, again, a neutral-aligned deity of the forest, defender of creatures in the woods and the like, patron deity of any of the forest-dwelling races, like elves, some halflings, some druids. After examining the second statue, you notice that there are 7 deities here. There seem to be 7 statues to 7 deities. The 2 you've been able to identify so far are neutral, so you would assume that these are the neutral pantheon of deities in Kryn.
Excellent, excellent. It was the statues, and then was there a doorway? I'm sorry.
It's 3 on either side and 1 at the end. And the one at the far end starts to catch your eye. You almost feel drawn to it.
Oh, larger. Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I go towards the larger statue that I'm super into all of a sudden.
At the far end of the hall, that statue is nearly destroyed. Only the base of the statue is present. It does appear to be an inscription on the base of the statue.
I'd like to investigate
yeah.
it. 5.
5. Rolling. Great.
Oh, God.
So
I don't know what's happening.
as you're trying to decipher whatever ancient language is on the base of this large statue at the end of the alcove, a light begins to form in the place where the statue is missing.
Definitely backing up.
As you're backing away, the statue mystically reforms with dark blue energy that looks like the night sky full of stars. It's formed in the shape of a middle-aged man wearing loose-fitting robes, holding a book in one hand. In his other hand, you see again the familiar-looking amulet. You're otherworldly drawn to that amulet.
The same amulet that just gave me so much of a concussion that I'm blaming all of my dice rolls on.
Yes, that's it. That would be the amulet.
That's the amulet. And it's just glowing in this statue's hands. Can I make an Arcana check?
You can.
Okay. It's a 5.
Awesome. Rolling like a champion here.
Can I actually stop
As
rolling,
you
like-
start to focus on the amulet itself, you hear a voice in your head that says, "The balance of Kryn is disrupted. Forces conspire to send the world to ruin. Take up my amulet and take your part in this world's story."
Who are you?
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
The little inscription underneath, once again, lights up with blue energy, and you feel as though you could probably read it now. Gain
okay.
advantage on another check to read the inscription on the plinth to this statue.
Is it because I've been rolling bad? Oh, yeah, thanks. Cool. Love that. 18.
Yeah. You do feel divine energy flood through you, an otherworldly knowledge enters your mind, and you're able to decipher the script on this plinth that before you had no idea what it could be. Underneath the plinth, it says Gillian in big letters.
Oh, wow. So this is that guy that I've been low-key worshipping this whole time.
It would appear.
Yeah, alright. Alright, I go to reach for the amulet slowly, because I don't want to get thrown and knocked out again.
You turn the amulet toward you, and for the first time, after months of seeing this in visions, you can see on the amulet, it is the symbol of Gillian, god of neutrality and balance. As soon as you touch it, a flood of energy overwhelms your mind. You're reminded of all the stories of clerics of old who wielded the power of the gods to produce miracles of healing and other wonders. The blue light fades, and the statue is once again nothing more than a crumbling ruin. The temple goes eerily quiet.
Okay, well, I look at the amulet. I'm amazed that I've been chosen for this, and then I realize I didn't ask enough questions.
Anytime you focus on the amulet itself, you can actually feel that same divine presence of Gillian, as though you are speaking to him directly.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna to look at it and be like, where am I supposed to go now? What balance? What's happening? Like, too many questions almost, and just trying to focus on, like, what next?
You sense his presence, but he does not vocalize a response.
I say out loud, that's fair. Okay. This happened, and I know enough to know that this is both a delightful sign and probably a very bad sign, and I need to find everybody else. So I'm gonna walk out of this temple, and I'm gonna see if I can find my friends. And I put the amulet over my neck and just go, alright, I'm on a mission from God. Everything's gonna be fine.
You walk out of the temple, go past the area. You have a few bits and pieces of belongings that are still kind of sitting just outside in that clearing that was there.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna pick some of them up now, because
Sure.
I'm processing still. I'm just like, oh, delightful.
Sure.
So cute.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, 17.
Nailed it. You realize the clearing that once existed now just looks like normal forest. And as you look around, that structure, that ruin, is nowhere to be seen.
I poke a tree with my stick.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Alright. I throw it towards where the ruins were. Does it hit anything?
It sails off into the forest.
Maybe I'm a bad cleric. I'm like too disbelieving. Like, no. Alright.
So you have a moment of doubt, and you're like, maybe that didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
And as soon as you have that moment of doubt, you feel a divine pulse from the amulet you are still wearing around your neck.
Okay. Take a deep breath and just let's get it done. I don't know what it is, and it's going to be terrible. Let's go. I know enough stories to know that this will be an interesting time.
Dirk, you are awakened by the sounds of ship's oars being run out. Somehow, you have overslept, and the sun is already well above the horizon to the east. You're groggy as if you've slept for days. As you look to the Vingard River, you notice that the crew is already aboard the ship, along with the old man who joined you. The ship is turned to head back up the river, and the captain is approaching you, a small bag of what seems to be jingling like coins in his hand. Dirk and Ray, make perception checks.
19.
13.
You notice that Zora and her pack and her bedroll appear to be missing. Captain Swain walks up to you and says, I tried to wake you, but the three of you were sleeping like the dead. Seems one of you seemed to have packed up and taken off already. I'm sorry to do this to you, especially you, Dirk, but times being what they are, it's only half a day's walk up the road to Volgar. The old man offered us double your combined fare if we would take him back up the river to the west. Says he has some sort of an urgent meeting to join. Here's the coin from your fare with a little bit extra for your trouble. I apologize to both of you, but I need the gold and steel to pay for my expenses. should you see your other traveling companion, would you please give her her share as well?
Can I see if he has any more money on him?
Captain Swain, he definitely has more money on him.
Yeah.
Okay. I want the rest of his money. I want the rest of your money that you have on you for me to not kill you if you're going to do this to me.
Whoa, you're just going straight to threatening death?
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Captain Swain looks taken aback. Dirk, we've been working together for weeks. You can't threaten my life.
Well, you can't dump me on the side of the river either.
It's only half a day's walk to Vogler. I've given you your money back.
What about all the rest of my troubles that you've decided to lay upon me? I'm going to draw my daggers.
Oh.
Easy now, Dirk. Easy. As he starts backing away towards the boat, you see the two other crew members, pick up a club. And the old man looks up and says, "What's going on down there?"
Hand over your money, or I will gut you like a fish.
It's got dark fast. Ray,
Yeah.
what do you think of this altercation? Also, you also just now notice, after Captain Swain pointed it out, traveling companion Zora seems to be gone as well.
Yeah. I think Ray's gonna look at the altercation berg and she's gonna I don't think this is advisable. However, I do think that we should locate the other person that was with our traveling group before you guys head out. You mentioned that we were all sleeping very heavily, but you have been awake. So does anyone know where she went? It seems awful suspicious to me.
Captain Swain, backing away, goes, "I have not, actually. We were packing up. We tried to wake the three of you. Now that I've got the boat nearly packed, I came back to talk to you, and she doesn't appear to be there." And he's still just backing towards the boat.
Does he have a, money that I can see on him that I could potentially
does.
throw a dagger at and loosen his pockets?
He has his money pouch on him. I would say roll an intimidation check.
15.
Okay. He rolled a 2 on the dice, so he's just straight terrified. He just grabs his money pouch and chucks it at you and dives into the boat and goes, "Shove off! Shove off!" The crew start pushing off the boat. The old man is waving his hat in the air saying, "Goodbye! Enjoy the Kingfisher Festival!" As the crew is scrambling about.
Ray is going to make deadpan eye contact with the old man because she still doesn't trust him. So once he says this, she's going to be like, "I will remember this."
You will remember this. As he's talking, the captain just looks at him. "You crazy old batty man, pipe down and sit down. Now that we're out of range, Dirk, I won't forget this. I'll get my money back. Mark my words. We'll find you."
Come on, old man.
And they pass.
He slotted me first, is what I'm going to say.
And they pass up the river.
So I'm going to look around for any sign of her pack or any of her belongings, any kind of tracks or trail, anything like that she might have gone off to.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Zora.
Yes.
You hear commotion and shouting back towards where you think camp might be.
Okay. All right. So, standing in the woods going, "Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. I'm good. We're good. I'm good." Grab my pack and I just start booking it in that general direction with my crossbow up and ready to go.
You come through a line of trees, and the light almost blinds you. It is now well past morning. The sun is well up above the horizon. Up ahead along the riverbank, the first mate from the boat you were just on, the young farmer would-be knight, Ray, standing at the bank as the ship is sailing off.
All right, well, I'm going to put my hands up in a shrug, like, what is even happening? And then run up and go, "Is everyone okay? Where were you guys?"
Where were you?
Yeah.
Me, I was following the trail because all of our stuff got ransacked, and I thought we were robbed and you guys were murdered or something. And then
All of our stuff?
Yeah, well, yeah. I had to go through and pick up all of my stuff, and then now you guys are here, and do you have your stuff? Is your stuff missing?
You notice as you get into camp, everything appears to be as it was. Nothing appears out of place.
Excellent. Okay, that's weird. Don't like that. Um, hmm. Okay, awkward. Did anything happen to anyone last night? Any weird dreams?
Yeah. The old man kept trying to talk me into sleep, and then all of a sudden he just pointed at me, and I was out.
So he was a wizard.
Can't trust them. Can't trust them when they have a hat that big. That's what Ispen always told me.
I can't believe I just worked this river for 3 weeks with this guy, and then he just dumps me on the side of the road for some, wizard, some magic
Okay.
user.
Because that was going to be my next question: is why is our ride leaving?
I don't know. He's going against the rapid. That's going to be a tough sail for the next few days.
To be fair, did offer him double, and times are hard round here.
And so what? He just took my money and didn't even deliver us to our destination?
No, we did receive our money back. Also, can we receive our money back? She says, looking at Dirk.
Yeah, I'm gathering all that up.
So Dirk, in addition to your fares, which were 5 gold pieces each, you also have an additional 15 gold pieces you got from his spending money that he threw at you as he fled in terror.
I don't want any of that part. I just want my fare back.
Okay, I give everybody their share, their fare.
I get my 5 gold and I look over at Dirk and Ray and go, any part of what?
I was slighted, and they left me, so I was working for them, and so I took my fair share back.
He threatened their lives.
You know what?
Well,
that's fair.
that's part of working the river.
Yeah, that's fair. I just repeat that phrase to myself. You know what? Considering everything that's happened, that's fair. That's fine.
What do you mean everything that's happened? What happened to you?
Well, I woke up. Everybody was missing. All of our stuff was literally all over the ground. I picked up my stuff and went into the woods to find you guys, and now I'm just coming back and everything's fine. That's what I mean.
Sounds like magic. I think the
Yeah,
wizard did it.
I think the wizard did it too. Well, I look at the sky and I go, I got to get to the fair. I got to get there in time.
Yeah.
I
we should
need a
probably
drink.
start walking.
Definitely need to have a lot of drinks. I've got 5 gold.
Let's head that way. I'll buy the first round.
All right, thanks.
As you're traveling down the road, you hear a quivering scream from around the next corner. Please, help, help! A young man shouts as he rushes around the bend.
I pull out my crossbow and aim it at him.
He does like one of those skidding stops, like he's looking back behind him, screaming, yelling. He turns and sees your crossbow and goes, ah! And like slides and falls on his butt right in front of him.
Perfect. And then I aim the crossbow up to behind him.
What's going on, kid?
They attacked us. Oh, I didn't see it. I just ran for my life. They attacked us.
Ooh.
I didn't get a good look at them. Some bandits or cloaked hooded figures attacked my traveling companions further up the road. Oh, I just work the horses. I'm not a fighter. I was just taking them to Vogler for the festival.
Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely.
I don't really trust him.
Absolutely.
Same. Can I do as well?
I guess I too will roll.
I got a nat 1.
21.
16.
There we go. EJ, you are convinced. You got a nat 1?
A nat 1, yeah.
You are convinced he is lying and is hiding a dagger behind his back.
I
Dirk,
aim my...
you believe that he is absolutely terrified, mostly because it looks like he may have wet himself a little bit. Ray, you believe he is telling the truth.
All right.
Well, I
so I
aim my
think
crossbow back down.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift the crossbow as I stand up. That's and like he wet his pants. He's telling the truth.
He's kind of sobbing a little bit. I don't know what to do. Help me.
You could stay on the ground.
How many were there?
I couldn't keep track.
Okay,
At
let's
least half
go.
a dozen.
you said they were wearing cloaks.
They were
Tell us
cloaked and
about the
hooded.
cloak.
I couldn't see who or what they are.
I think it's advisable that we get off the road right now.
Agree.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Come on, kid. What's your name?
Reese. I
Reese,
work at a
come
local
on,
farm.
into the...
2 days' journey.
Oh, which one?
Miller's. Reese Miller.
Do I recognize them?
Not at all, no.
Okay, cool.
I want to get into some kind of, shrubs or some kind of cover, and then move along the road stealthily.
There we go. Stealthily, gotcha.
I'll follow Dirk's lead. But I'm
Big
not
fat
letting that get
8
behind me.
on that stealth check.
Ray is also going to follow with Reese. But she's not very stealthy and she knows it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to be a few paces behind them. She'll still try to stealth, but,
Eventually, Reese stops. About 100 yards up, around a bend that way. That's where they attacked us. I'm not going any further.
So you'd rather be by yourself in the woods?
Let's find out. He's gonna roll it. Yes, he's terrified. He says, I'll hide behind this tree. You go check it out and let me know.
Well, we also have a festival to get to, so I can't promise you we'll come back to this exact tree, but best of luck to you.
I shake my head and glare at him, but there's nothing else I'm going to do about it.
I grab a stick, sharpen it, and hand it to him and say, "Here you go. Best of luck."
He holds it right up to his face and is just holding on to it, looking around like his life depends on it.
All right, so we move in on the target location.
All right.
Yep.
You guys all just gonna walk right in, or are you gonna try and stealth again?
I'll try.
Prefer to stealth.
Try.
You guys all going together? Is one of you scouting? What's the marching order here?
I would like to scout ahead if that's okay.
More than okay.
Indeed.
I'll stay back with Ray.
All right, roll another stealth check there, Dirk.
22.
That will
Nice.
get it.
Yeah, I'd say if he said they're 100 yards, then Ray will probably get as close as maybe 120 feet and then wait for scouting just so that she can still kind of see him, but isn't in direct line.
So, Dirk, as you creep up there, you see a wrecked wagon lies toppled, surrounded by armored corpses. Strange figures are picking through the remains. From beneath the figures' dark cloaks, you see scaly wings and sharp reptilian features. You do not know what these creatures are and have never seen anything like them before. They seem to be muttering to each other in a hissing, whispering type language.
Okay, I'm going to double back and inform the rest of the party about what I see. You said how many figures?
You count 5 of them.
Outnumbered. Okay.
And you said they're scaly? Can I do like a history check on that mentally? Just trying to think of what that could be?
Absolutely.
Or what race?
I was also going to ask if I could do a history check. Ray was very into reading very old history about knights and stuff, so maybe in like very old text there might have been something.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and make a history check.
Did a 13 on my history.
19.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, you both have heard like stories or tales of lizard men that live in the far-off swamps of some far-off island land. But other than that, nothing rings a bell.
I mean, if we catch one and we bring it to town, maybe we'll get money.
I think
Or shunned.
we're much better suited letting them pass and not encountering previously thought to be fabled lizard men.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Dirk, did you see any survivors?
I did not see any survivors. They were all picking through these armored remains.
Armored.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's what Ray does. He's like, armored corpses.
Uh-oh. We could hide and see if they pass, and then if you want to loot whatever,
I don't like the word loot, but yes, I think that's a great idea.
distract them. We can distract them.
And how many did you say there were?
I counted 5.
I like the hide option better than the distract option. If they took out 3 heavily armored folks.
Well, they know there's a survivor.
Or, I mean, you said they're like picking through stuff. They were probably after whatever treasure, money, gold, something. that was there. They probably don't care about the kid that ran.
Okay, well let's hide and see if they pass.
Yeah. So are you going to hide like where you are now, like further up the road, or are you going to observe what they do while you're?
I want to be able to observe what they do, but at a good distance.
Okay. Yeah. You are.
Same.
You should be able to do. Oh, you're gonna go as well. All right.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Let's make it spicy.
All right. Um, how far away? So it is. There is kind of a bend in the road, so you'd have to kind of go up a hill and look down. You'd probably
Yes, at
be.
that-
I'd say you'd be about maybe 50 yards from them.
I want to like fall up the hill and just kind of look over, through the bushes or whatever.
Cool. Super stealthy. And you, Ray and Zora,
We'll try to copy that as best I can.
love it. All right. Everybody makes stealth rolls there.
Oh, I got a 15.
I also got a 15.
I did not. Do I have any bonuses? I do. I got a 7.
You got a 7. That's great.
Yeah.
I was just looking to make sure nobody super botched that one. You're far enough away. As long as you're not jingling coins and shouting at each other, you guys can kind of stealthily watch and observe them. So you see them kind of poking around, picking up things here and there. Every once in a while, they'll whisper something in that hissing, whispering language at one another. You see at one point, one of them takes the sword out and stabs it into one of the armored figures again. And they all laugh, and their reptilian laugh. You do notice that, unlike the stories of lizard men you have heard about, these creatures do appear to have, every once in a while, from underneath the cloak, you'll see them kind of flap a little bit, and a bit of a scaly wing kind of pokes out from the side of it. You observe them going through things for about an hour, pick up a few bundles of stuff, and they start to make their way north.
Which way is the city?
Vogler is to the southeast of you, and they are headed to the north.
All right, well, we'll just check out the crime scene after they leave, and for a good, 5 to 10 minutes afterwards, after they leave.
In this hour or so, has anyone gone to go check on Reese?
No.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
That poor guy.
Oh.
Oh, okay, all right. Just nothing. No love for Reese. Okay, great.
I mean,
I'm sus.
we're not
I
going to do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure we're not in danger before we start thinking about Reese.
That's totally
They're
fair.
not heading. They're not heading towards Reese, right?
They are not. No.
Okay.
He is back to the west. Okay, after about 10 minutes or so, you feel that they are gone. Are you going to go down and inspect the crime scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You do see 3 heavily armored figures that have been brutally battered. It looks like some of their wounds came from battle, and some of them came after the battle. The armor they are wearing is extraordinarily intricate, weaved together with roses, kingfishers, crowns, and swords, but they each have just vicious claw marks and rents all through the armor. Among the wreckage, they also have 3, their long swords are there as well.
So
And I
this
assume-
armor. 2 questions. 1, is any of it not horribly bloody / is it intact still?
You could maybe pilfer like a piece or 2, like an arm guard or a leg plate. It would not give you any significant defense against enemies.
And then question number 2 was going to be, is it going to fit? So,
These men were all significantly larger than you.
yeah.
Again, if you wanted to scrap and MacGyver a piece or 2 of this armor into your attire, I'm sure you could make that happen.
I mean, I think just like bracers, like I'm not going to take the bulk of their armor because 1, it's not going to fit, and 2, that does seem a little much. But
Can I
it
make-
is nice. So like like the bracers or like that kind of thing that are mostly like it is armor, but it's not like the big stuff. People wouldn't be super upset if they were to go missing, for example.
Right. So I'd like to point out, it sounds like to me that their armor means that there's some sort of town guards for Vogler.
Let's go with a history check.
That's a 21. Finally.
21. You notice after you're looking at this armor to see any discernible markings, this is armor of a Solemnic Knight. All three of them appear to be slain Solemnic Knights.
And just to clarify, all 3 of them are dead.
Yes, 3 dead Knights of Solemnia.
All right, well, that's 3 dead Knights of Solemnia. That's not good.
You notice
Those
they have
guys
the...
killed these guys?
Sorry, you notice that they have like the pointed helmets. They each have long, glorious mustaches, and they each have been brutally murdered.
Yep, the mustaches. That's like one of the base requirements.
Yeah, I think this needs to be reported.
Yeah. I think we need that Reese kid again.
Yeah,
I'll go find him.
Thank you.
appreciate it. Based on what I know about the knights, do they have like a specific thing that's like unique to them that would be a unique identifier?
Yes, most often it is their armor.
I meant to like the individual person, not to their order. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's their armor. Sometimes they have like a family heirloom sword, or if they are of a higher nobility, they may have a signet ring.
I will not be stealing their arm pieces in this case.
I think that's a good call.
I agree.
Were you going to go back to check on Reese there, Dirk?
I sure am.
Okay. You saunter on back there, and you find him, same tree, same spot, white knuckle on that pointed stick, looks like he hasn't moved, eyes wide. As soon as he sees you, he goes, Did you stop them? Did they go away? Did you defeat them? How are my companions? Are they all right?
Well, your companions are slain. They're slain.
They're slain.
But-
Oh no!
But the threat is past. They are no longer there.
I'm gonna be in so much trouble. I was supposed to wash the horses and get them to the village for the Kingfisher Festival.
Why were you traveling with those men?
They simply needed horses and a wagon, someone to drive the wagon and care for the
Did I
horses
see
on
any?
their journey.
Did I see any slain horses while I was there?
You did not.
So there's just a wagon, no horses, and 3 dead knights.
Yes, a broken wagon.
The horses must have run off. So maybe we can still find them.
The attack was swift and brutal. I don't know. You didn't see any horses there?
There was no horses there. So why don't you come back with us? We'll go back to the city. If necessary, we can go and possibly find these horses, see if they're somewhere close.
Just thank you for helping me. And he goes to like hug you.
I pull out my dagger and point it to his throat. No, I just please respect my personal space. Thank you.
Not a people person. Gotcha. Dirk and Reese return to the scene of the crime. As soon as he sees it, he goes, oh God, oh, blah! And he loses what little bit of his lunch was left.
I just pat him on the back.
I'm now less suspicious of him.
So it looks as if the horses might have run back towards the town. So I say we start that direction. We do need to carry these gentlemen back. Can we form some kind of sled or something we can put them on? Carry them in the town?
I was gonna ask how busted is the carriage?
You think if you took an hour, you could get it, at least functional?
And how
Okay.
far away from town are we?
About half a day.
Yeah, half a day.
Is this one of the carriages that will not operate without a horse, however?
Well, something needs to pull it, yes.
Yeah.
I got it. Let's just fashion it together or form a sled. I'll just take a sled and tie a rope back and forth to make some kind of sled that we can throw them on, and I'll drag them all the way back to town.
I can also help to that end.
As you guys start to fashion things, Reese is able to track down the horses. So you do now have 3 of his 4 horses. One of them, he doesn't know where.
Oh, excellent. We can attach the sled to that. While they're getting the sled ready, I'm just going to respectfully lay out the bodies and just kind of say a quick prayer over them.
And Reese says, I appreciate you all with all your help. I'll be sure that when we get back to town, we'll get these bodies to the authorities. And I guess I'll try and go about my business at the festival.
Let's get going, because I need a drink.
Yeah, Reese, you could join us for drinks. We've all had a rough day, but not as rough as you.
It has been a bit of a day, and that's where we're going to call it.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening. If the audio sounded a little like it was recorded in a goblin cave, that's because we're still learning how microphones work. We will be leveling up our audio in future episodes. If you enjoyed the chaos here today, make sure to follow the show, share it with a fellow adventurer, and leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening. It really helps more than you'd think. If you want to reach out to us, you can email us at makeshiftadventurespodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Wonderful.
I was scared we were going to start with a murder.
No. But
We
he
could-
doesn't have a problem. I felt slighted, okay? I just felt
It
slighted.
was wonderful. That was
I was
great.
scared I was gonna miss the first combat. I was like, no.
Yeah. No, that was fantastic. That was super fun. Hey, I got through that whole thing without saying or what's up?
You did.
Nice.
That's going to make editing so much easier. Also, I think Makeshift Adventures is one out.
Okay.
I
Huzzah.
think that's what we're going to go with.
I like it.
But Makeshift Adventures kind of lends itself to that kind of real like scrappy homemade nature, which is that.